Hi, it's Sam.
And a 90% well Phil.
He's really ill, but at least he hasn't told everybody about it.
If there is anybody out there that doesn't know that I've been ill, I've been really ill.
And if somebody can send out the air rescue by helicopter to drop off some paracetamol, he'd really appreciate it.
Louise emailed me this morning, one of our clients, saying, is it real flu or is it man flu?
It's a good question. Real flu or man flu? You decide.
Man flu is worse, so it was man
Well,
flu.
you'd be lying flat now with a doctor administering like an intravenous injection to you or something. Anyway, the reason we're on this Ask AJ today, I'm pretty sure I'm on the wrong side of you actually, I've just realised.
It's okay.
Sam Phil Sam today, is because I'm going to ask Phil a few questions about the market at the moment. He's definitely got his finger on the pulse more than I have.
We've not prepped these questions either, so...
It's good, I'm asking really difficult questions, like how many paracetamol does it take to get rid of man flu? But he's been out a lot more than me over the last few weeks. I've been doing a lot of travelling and stuff. So he's been talking to people about their house sales, how things going. He's got a better feel for the market. So we get asked a lot of questions though about the market all the time, as you can probably imagine. And if you don't watch sort of the BBC News, or even if you do watch BBC News, you might think it's all doom and gloom. But we've obviously got a different sort of take on the market in our little microclimate that is the Lake District.
Yeah, I actually just got off the phone with someone from Manchester, and he's got an estate agent, and he said, are you really struggling for stock at the moment, struggling for homes to sell? And although a lot of the country are struggling for stock and for buyers at the same time, for homes to sell and for buyers at the same time.
It's not cows, we're not talking about cows and sheep, we are talking about homes to sell.
We are. We're not really finding that up here.
No, it's definitely more buoyant. In fact, we've just had a supertastic August, haven't we?
Supertastic.
Great word that. Supertastic August, which we weren't expecting. But we'll take a bit of time off. We'll just take our foot off the gears. But no, the market had other ideas, and I think we sold more houses in August than we sold in the last 3 months, didn't we?
Yeah, August was good.
And so why would somebody want to buy at this time of year? Because obviously it's a bit of an odd time of year, isn't it, September? Why wouldn't you just wait till the new year?
It's funny because I'm going through exactly the same thought process that I'm now turning to wanting to move house, and it's all of a sudden flipped in the space of a week or 2 weeks where I wasn't that interested, and then you suddenly see something that takes your fancy, and as soon as you get into the mindset of moving, all of a sudden the deadline of Christmas comes closer and closer, and really buyers probably have 2 weeks, 2-3 weeks maximum now in order to get in before Christmas, which is a bit of a deadline. No one really wants to move in January time. If there's 2 times a year that people traditionally and ideally want to be in for, one is Christmas and 2 is early summer to enjoy. You're having your head have parties and barbecues, and we all know they very rarely actually happen.
Not in the Lake District anyway.
Well, I don't get invited to them anyway. But those are the 2 periods that people tend to look for.
So that means you've got to think about when you're going to put your house on the market, whether you're going to put it on sort of early September, so people can be in for Christmas, or you put it on it's sort of February, March time, maybe sell by Easter, in by May, June time. It also depends on the size of the house, because typically bigger houses take longer to sell, and as you probably know, we tend to deal with larger houses. But it's not always the case. We sold a very large house very quickly just 2-3 weeks ago, and we didn't expect that to happen. But certainly when that did happen, everybody's moving with a bit more of a deadline in mind. So obviously people can have their own individual deadlines, but we're just talking to you about the way that the flow of house sales normally goes throughout the year. So what does this mean for you as a seller? What do they need to kind of bear in mind if they're thinking about selling and planning their move?
So it depends on the type of your home. What tends to happen at the moment is when, kind of depending on size and value, so we only sell unique homes, as Sam said, so therefore value tends to start at 300,000, 400,000, 500,000, and at this time of year it tends to be that early September it's the 100,000, 200,000 pound homes that sell, and then gradually as you go into end of September into October, it feeds its way up into the market.
Do we even have a £100,000 house here? Does it even exist?
If you go west,
We've got a
If you
garage that needs converting. How much is that going on the market for?
250.
250. There you go. You want to leave it in a garage that needs converting.
Have you seen the new
It's expensive,
drawings?
isn't it?
For that.
No.
Amazing.
No. Well, we do need to do some more videos because Rebecca's done some amazing brochures recently as well. So
And
we'll
she
show you
loves
those.
being on video.
And she loves being on video too. Anyway, so back to the market. So generally, things are much busier than we expected them to be this time of year. We had a couple of quiet months in this year, but not as quiet as we were expecting. We do know that there are fewer homes on the market at the moment than usual. And that is creating a demand for homes that have been on the market for quite a long time. So we're seeing houses move that haven't really had much interest for a while. So that's good for those people. But what it does mean for you as a potential seller is that we are going to end up with not enough houses for the demand that we've got, which is good because it can push prices up. And what we're always looking for is that curve where we can suddenly go, not enough houses, lots of buyers, prices start to rise, and if you can get that at the right time, that's a perfect time to sell. If you leave it too long, where everybody's realised there's not enough houses to sell and everybody puts their house on the market, then you've got increased competition. But at the moment, competition is very, very low and prices are on the way up. So that bodes well if you're thinking about selling, certainly in the next 6 months.
Yes, if I had a home worth £700,000-800,000, at the moment I would be thinking the next 2 weeks to get an agent out, and then I'd look to launch end of September, early October.
Yeah.
Um,
Or to skip and wait until sort of probably after the daffodils.
yeah, potentially, yeah.
Yeah. But it's a good time.
Although November was really good last year, and so was January.
Bizarre, isn't it? Bizarre. But yeah, if you want just a chat about about when's the best time to sell your particular home, because there are certain homes that sell better at certain times of year, and also certain gardens that look amazing in June and terrible in December, and you know, those kind of things. That's what we can really help you with. So you know, call us out for a chat. We're always happy to have a chat over a cup of Yorkshire tea, aren't we?
Unless I'm ill.
Don't call them out just yet. I'll come out on my own, or just have the hand sanitizer ready.
I should be at full health by tomorrow.
6:30.
No.
Anyway, that's it for another Ask AJ episode. If you've got any questions that we haven't answered in a recent Ask AJ, or if just you would like something explaining in more detail, then we'd love to hear from you so we can make sure that these Ask AJ episodes answer your particular questions. And if you want a more private chat, of course, you can message us on the page or give us a call, 015 394 88811, and one of us will answer the phone and have a chat with you confidentially about your plans. So thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you on another episode when it feels better. Bye for now.